Yo, shalom, 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 man. Shalom. Most High in Christ bless you all. Hope y'all can hear me pretty good. If you can hear me good, throw some sevens in the chat so I can know we straight. So I can know we straight. Man, what a beautiful day. Shalom, family. Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, throw some sevens in the chat, Bubba Kashar. If y'all still can't hear me, let me know so I can know what I need to do. You know, my mic ain't went out on me already. Okay, you can hear me now? All right, all right. Trying to see why I can't hear myself though. Yo. All right, cool, cool. Well, if everybody can hear me, that's all that matter then. That's all that matter. All right, so maybe it's the headphones I'm using. All right, so what I want to do is go ahead and jump in this thing, man. Might check on the brothers that's in here. Let me hear y'all.
Hola, hola, hola.
There we go.
Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2.
All right,
Mic
cool.
check.
I don't even need these headphones. Cool, cool. So I got the bun in. I got everybody in there. All right, so cool. Now we cooking.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, bun.
Okay.
Cool. Let me put this D&D on so nobody could be trying to call me. I'm going live from my phone, y'all. It's a little different setup today. So y'all see the banner up top. First, we give all honor and glory to the Most High in Christ. Thank you for giving us another beautiful day, another beautiful blessing to be alive. Hallelujah. 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 Um,
Hallelujah.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Y'all make sure I ain't in here by myself, man. Y'all make me feel like I'm lonely. Hey,
We in here with you, Art. We in here.
bet, bet. Hey, shalom to the Octuvi for jumping in with us. Everybody else that's in this thing, that's in the chat, man, shalom to you all. And I pray that the Most High continue to bless you and keep you all, man, for sure. All right, so again, like I said at first, y'all see the title. Y'all see what's up on the screen. We about to deal with it. We about to switch gears. We already been warning everybody that we are about to start getting on the women's row. But I want
Uh-oh.
a little subtle. I don't want to start off too hard. So I'm gonna start off a little subtle. Is that okay? Is that okay if I start off subtle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
well, before I hit that, it's a Salakia. Let me see if I can get that. Okay, it does the same on the phone. It say, "Hey Salakia, what y'all be using to make them thumbnails and banners?" Truth be told, I, I make all the banners. I make all the banners and thumbnails. I actually put them together myself. Um, you know what I'm saying? When I was with past organizations, I used to do it for them as well, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So y'all be doing it, man. So if you ever need some artwork or something done, man, you know, holla at the humble servant, man, you know. All praises to the most high. All right, so I didn't know I could do this from the phone as well and hit it on the screen. So man, all praise to the most high. Man, hopefully I'm not too loud and ear raping y'all, because that's not what I'm trying to do. But let's talk about this. What is a godly woman? And Ike Eliyahu, man, you are free to jump in and drop scripts whenever. You know me.
Okay.
It's a weekly segment. So I'm not gonna go super hard today. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm just gonna cover a couple of scripts. I'm gonna keep it kind of minimal. So since I'm gonna keep it minimal, uh, whatever precepts you feel like you want to bring within, definitely bring within. I'm gonna say I don't think I'm gonna be able to do no share screen. I don't think the phone is that high tech. But we in this thing, man. Let me see. Maybe I could jump in on my other screen. Whatever. But yeah. So let's go ahead and do this there, man. Let's go ahead and get to it and open it up. Like I said, man, we're gonna deal with what is a godly. What matter of fact, let me ask the young princess that's on the phone. Yes, Isaiah. In you, what is a godly woman? Let's ask that. What is a godly woman to you?
Someone that a woman that follows God's commandments.
Oh, some hey, that's that right there.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Magnifique. That's more beautiful than anything. You know, that's way more beautiful than anything. Shalom, yada yada. So even on top of that, that I mean, honestly, that is the biggest aspect and the first foremost aspect of all, anyway. Uh, Shannon or Bon Abdullah, how you want to do it. Shannon, what is your aspect or your aspect of a godly woman?
A God-fearing woman with virtues and little attachment to the world.
Who we?
We man, out of the mouth of babes.
Hey, and they coming out shooting hard. Follow the commandments. No attachments to the world. Come on, man. They own it. Okay. Eliyahu. Yahoo.
A woman, a woman that opened up her Bible more than she opened up her legs. All right, that's all I got.
Yo, a woman that opened up her Bible more than she opened up her legs. That's hard. I ain't gonna lie. That
Yeah, we know what the scriptures are, man. Proverbs, what's that? P31, Proverbs 31, Titus 2. Those type of God fearing women, the ones that have like the young Akim said it, brother. Young princess said you couldn't say it no more better than what they said. So I was just adding my little 2 cents in. A God fearing woman that's more attached to the Most High and the commandments than she is attached to the world. A woman that's follow or keep these commandments of the Most High. Man, I couldn't say it no better, bro. You didn't even have to ask me.
you
They
know,
said
no.
enough.
Oh man, hey, because hey, that right there is very, very powerful, man. And like you said, out the mouth of the babes, and that's the most important part of it. You know, um, So like you said, P31, you already know we're gonna go hit P31. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's hit P31. And we're gonna read P31. Um, we're gonna start at 10. We're gonna hit P31. We're gonna start at 10. Um, yes, Yahoo. Since you're the youngest on the bunch, let's go ahead and start it off, if you would, Baba Kashaw. Proverbs 31:10. And we're gonna read all the way to 31. So if you would, we're gonna break it down. I guess what have you stop around what maybe 20, 21, somewhere around there? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, can he read one and then jump down to 10?
Gone. Oh man, I'm Salakia. Well, it's all right, hold on, Salakia. I'm moving too fast. Hold that Proverbs 31:1 before you read that. I know, right, too? A woman that opened her Bible more than her legs. That is something serious, bro. All right, I'm gonna read our two signature scripts since I'm moving fast. I don't know why I'm moving fast because I feel like I'm moving slow as a turtle. I ain't gonna lie to you. Or what they say, I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you. But let me get Matthew, and I'm gonna read 19, 16, and 17. Our signature scripts. We gotta get these in before we keep going. The book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 16. And it says, and behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. So if you want to enter into life, you have to keep the commandments. So if Christ is telling this rich young ruler to keep the commandments in order to enter into life, like young Isaiah said, what? You want a woman that do what?
Follow the commandments.
That's right. So that's a requirement by Christ off top. Follow the commandments. All right. So let's hit our other signature script, Revelation 14:12. And it says, Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. So you got to keep the commandments and faith in order to be righteous all the way around. No ifs, ands, and buts about it, no in between. Con?
Uh,
Con. All right. So let's go ahead and get that Proverbs 31. And like I asked, if you start at 1, then jump down to 10, if you would.
You said 31 to 10, right? I mean 31 to 1.
Yes, 31:1, then jump down to 10, Bubba Kashaw.
Con Proverbs. All right, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Proverbs 31 and 1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. Let me jump
yeah, I
down to
wanted him to read one so he can say the prophecy that his mother taught him. And then we're going to go ahead and see what she said. That's all.
Con. And that was Proverbs 31:1, like the ox said, so you could know what was being said and who was saying it. Correct? That's exactly what you just said, right?
This is and it was King Lemuel. And Lemuel, they believe it was Solomon. They believe that's what his mother taught him. That's what the scholars are saying. That's who another name for Solomon was. Uh, I'm not really for sure on that, but that's what I read before.
I mean, it's an interesting point. It's an interesting point. I ain't gonna argue, even if it was or wasn't. It's still words of wisdom coming from a wise woman. Just like we were talking about earlier, the woman has the opportunity to either build or tear something down. So right now she's about to build up this young prince, huh? So
Yeah, just King.
So let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and jump down to 10. Proverbs 31 to 10. And read on down to 20. Bubba can show.
Go on. All right, Proverbs 31 and 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good, and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wood and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships, she bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She preserveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night.
Slovakia. You skipped 16.
16? Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right, my bad. I'm gonna jump back to
Screen
15.
screen is buff. Okay, y'all have went out for a minute.
Are you good? Go ahead.
Yeah, there was I seen both of y'all screen buffering. I don't know what happened there, so I don't know if they got what he was reading.
Yeah, because I see that you fell off for a second and jumped back in.
Okay, all right.
It killed my cam. Maybe it's my cam. All right, go ahead.
No,
Back at
I'm step
16.
back at 15.
All right, go ahead.
15. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maids. She considereth a field, and buyeth it with the fruit of her hand. She planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengthen her arms. She preserveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold distaff. She stretches out her hand to the poor, yea, she reacheth forth her hand to the needy. All right, yeah, that's 20.
Con. So the reason why I'm letting them read it all the way through because we all done heard Proverbs 31 over and over again. But I wanted him to read it all the way through the first time for a reason. So we're not done with it. So don't think it's over with. Go ahead, Abdullah. Shannon, go ahead and finish out the rest. Start at 21.
Verse 21 of Proverbs 31. She is not afraid of the snow of her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silken purple. Her husband is known in the gates, when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen, and selleth it, and delivereth the girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord shall be praised. She shall be praised. Give of her, give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates.
That's right. Let her own works praise her in the gates. There we go. We got it up. All right. So as we went through this Proverbs 31, again, like I said, we all didn't visit Proverbs 31 multiple times. These are some of the things. What did y'all pull out of Proverbs 31? Let me ask y'all. See, this is right here is more of a conversational piece. I'm not trying to, say run a million and one scriptures down your throat today. So I'm not trying to do that. All I want to do is for us to set the stage for the coming classes at hand. So I want to make sure I touch on this. That way, as we move forward in everything that we do, we see what the standard is. That's why I say I don't want to pull a whole bunch of scriptures out, because if I pull a bunch of scriptures out, then the next thing you know, the excuse is gonna be what? What's the excuse everybody gonna say? Well, the class was just so much, I just couldn't really grasp everything. Ain't that the excuse they kind of throw out there? So, in order to alleviate that, I'm gonna make sure it's something that they could understand. All right. What I pull from that Proverbs 31 is 5 different traits. Okay, y'all ready for this roller coaster ride? 5 different traits of a godly woman. All right. One, she's hardworking. If that woman is not a hardworking woman, if she's not willing to, what you always say, Eliyahu, put the hand to the plow. If you're not willing to go out there and put in work in order to build that house up, you are not a godly woman. And I don't mean necessarily out there working a 9 to 5, because sometimes your man can sustain without you doing that. He needs you to take care of the house. So I'm not saying that. But if your man needs help and you need to work a 9 to 5 in order to bring in coins to the house to contribute, you need to be willing to go out there and get it. You got to be willing to sacrifice your nail money and your hair money to make sure you build and upkeep this house. Now, I said this is more of a conversational piece. Now, like I said, Yahoo, if you got precepts, Isaiah, Shannon, if y'all got precepts that y'all want to bring along with the conversation that I'm dropping, I am willing to allow you to do so. It does no problem, because this is for the foundation of the numerous classes that's getting ready to come. So if you
Man,
got
it's so much. You don't even need to leave out of this Proverbs 31 actually, because if you look at it, is what you're bringing out is you say that these traits that you're bringing out, and it start right there, like the first couple of verses, man. That's what when they start talking about her, how strong she is, her price. You can't even put a price on this virtuous woman. It's far above rubies. So she's priceless. This is another trait of a godly woman. She's a priceless woman. You can't even. She's not out there selling herself as a whore. $20, whatever, make you holler. She's not out there doing that. She is priceless. So whatever you come to her about, you have to be right with her. What it says, her price is far above rubies.
gone
Yep.
far above
So
rubies.
and verse 11 also says another thing. Said the heart of her husband do it safely. Trust in her, so that he have no need of the spoils. That means after they go to war, he don't need to go out there and get another woman to bring home, because he already got that virtuous woman at home. He don't need another one.
Gone.
Those are the spoils that you get. The spoils of war were the women. So you don't need her. You don't need to bring those spoils home. You have me as a virtuous woman. That's what this is saying about that Proverbs 31 woman.
Gone. Just like the next line, it says she will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. That's a woman you could trust. She gonna always uphold you, or they say she gonna build her king up morally. She gonna build her king up in confidence. She gonna always have his back, or what we used to call back in the day a ride or die chick. But just like you said, also no need of spoil. What the Hittite used to do? What he did after David knocked up his wife? He laid at the door.
At the doorstep, right there with the rest of the men. Didn't go home and lay up with his wife.
Didn't do that. He could have went. Shoot, I just got called back by the king to come through. I could go knock off anything. My woman probably don't even know I'm home. But he ain't had no need for that. He was loyal to the king, true. But let's look at the aspect that instead of him going out messing around, he stayed true to the cause. He knew he had a woman at home that he could trust. Well, at least he thought he could. But that's a situation that yeah, another time we go hit on that a lot. moving forward. So don't even worry. Or say, don't even care. But I ain't gonna hold you. All right, let's keep going. The next thing I got out of there: humble, loving. She she obviously had a teachable spirit. And let me tell you what I mean when I say a teachable spirit. She was shown what to do from the beginning in righteousness for her to carry it out and keep going the way she was going. Would y'all agree, or you think she just kind of winged it and learned on her own?
I
It
agree.
seemed it seemed like she was pretty much, she was like you say, she was taught. She was taught this. She knew what it takes to take care of or she know what it takes to take care of her household. So she was taught this. Let's go into that Titus 2 that it talks about. Let the older women teach the younger women how to be good keepers at home.
Come at home, good keepers. So we could agree she was very humble and she was loving with a teachable spirit. Con?
Con.
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 See, I'm highlighting these certain ones. That way, when we start really getting in on these women, because we beat up the men for almost a whole 2 years. So I gotta we when we switch gears, women, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You see the traits, I'm highlighting them, I'm putting them on the screen on purpose. I'm making sure we go through this Proverbs 31 and we're gonna start at 10 and go down because I want to make sure you understand the definition, boundaries, and aspects of a godly woman. So when we start pulling out these wicked traits that y'all may hold, why are you doing this to me? Oh, you ain't even understanding where I come from. No, we gave you a chance. We put it out here. We beat up on the man for 2 years. So if you ain't learned from the man getting his butt whooped by these scriptures from 2 years from the Houston Brews, from Eliyahu, from Jedediah, from Isaiah, from Shannon, from Baruch, from the Houston Brews, if you ain't got it by now, because I kept saying, ain't that what I kept saying, Akim? That if we beat up on the men enough, the women will fall in line.
Yep, that's what's supposed to happen.
That's
They
what it's
should see themselves through their husbands. They should see themselves through them. Get yourself, making sure that he get himself right. When he get himself together, you'll start to see those women come in order. Supposedly, now we're going to get on these ones that are not coming in order. But right now, we'll highlight these these lovely traits of these women on the way that you should be moving, the way that you should be going. These godly women that we're talking about right
gone. That's right. That is absolutely right. And that's exactly what we're doing. We highlighting the traits. Now, let me tell you about this humble, loving, teachable spirit. That's gonna bring out the selflessness of a woman. She's gonna be a willing servant to your cause. Now, why do you think that is the case? Let me give you a hint. As the leader is, the servant is also. So, as a man, we should be willing to be servants for Christ with no delay, right? So we go out here and serve our brothers as if we would serve Christ. That woman is going to see that man being a servant, and guess what she's going to do? She's going to be a servant as well to her sisters, to the younger youth, like that Titus 2, to the younger women. She's going to teach them the righteous way. So, what did I say? Go ahead and knock them sexy red like women off their high horse or high horse with them scripts. Oh, we will. Oh, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. See, like I was building with Eliyahu earlier, and I said, man, the Most High got me going all over. And then I said, man, what I said, I'm a I forgot what I was gonna say about women. Then the Most High said, "Now, before you even get started, talk about what is a godly woman. Bring out a few traits. Keep it simple, because when y'all start going in, y'all gonna go in." And I say, "Con, will do." So he switched all this up. He switched all this up. You know, I ain't never taught for my own purpose, for my own pride at all. It's never been a time I ever did that, and this definitely ain't a time. But it makes sense, because if you as a person are not being a servant to others, don't get mad when your woman is not a servant to you. Uh-oh. I've just found a way to bring the men back into it. My bad. Let me get back on the women. All right. But that woman has to learn to be a loving, selfless servant, okay? All right. The next thing I pulled out of that, modesty and dignity with integrity. Ooh, do I need to say that again? Modesty with dignity and integrity. These things are another trait that she had. She had integrity. That's where her husband didn't have to worry about what she was going to do or if she was going to do him wrong. Because it said in verse 12 again, it said she would do him good and not evil all the days of her life. So she had integrity. She had goodwill. Matter of fact, she went out there and did her job and traded with the merchants. You know, you really got to have some dignity and modesty at that time in order to go out there and deal with merchants. Young princess, do you understand why you have to be strong in that manner? Isaiah, do you know?
Sorry, my mic had little issues.
No,
Um,
good.
oh, there you go. He came back on. Um, I don't really know. Expound on it for me. Expound on it.
All right. Before I expound, Shannon Abdullah, what you think? Why
Right.
do she have to be so strong to go deal with the merchant ships?
Merchant ships. I mean, heck, I'm pretty sure. Nah, I'm not even thinking they was pirates and savages.
There you go.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably a little savage back then or something, a little unruly. So
Yeah.
it take a strong person to
Everybody
deal with
live
them.
by the laws of God.
Not everybody.
No. Everybody didn't live by the laws of God. So you think about it, she's dressing modest,
You're
right?
right.
Then she is going to these merchant ships and dealing with these mighty men that could at any time say, you know what? She look like a nice piece of snatch. I'm gonna go take that. But she had respect.
And integrity. And you see that. We see that all the time, right? When our women go out and they're dressing modest, they are talked to and handled differently than other women are. You know, they give our women more respect when they go out here and dress modest, head covering on, body fully covered. They don't have those. They don't have pants on pulled all up where you can see everything. See through pants, tights, underwear they're wearing out here now. They get handled different. So they know how to go out there and handle themselves. So the men or those merchants won't think that they are the merchandise.
Huh? Thinking that they the catch of the day. And you know, it's crazy because ain't that what these women of society today, ain't that what they say? I'm the catch. I'm the prize. Girl, you ain't nothing but a waste. Nothing but a waste. And I'm telling you, man, this series is about to be so powerful. I know
Mm.
the classes that you brothers is about to start bringing. I'm gonna enjoy every bit of it. I'm gonna enjoy every bit of it. I'm telling you, that's why I had to had to put this down first before we started really digging deep. And so, in a sense, you could say that I'm paying homage now, but the storm is coming. The storm is coming. It's a coming, boss. You ain't gonna get away from it, boss. All right, man.
I got a repeat class that I'm gonna bring up about that modesty as a mindset. Also, I did
Ooh,
it on a channel before, so I got one. I'm gonna bring to him because it starts there first, and we see in this Proverbs 31 woman, it starts right there in her mind first, in her heart first, before she put on any of her garments. Because women can go out there in a beautiful dress that's all the way down to her toes, but she's buck naked underneath, and it just make easy access. So that does not make her a modest woman. That modesty starts in the mind. It's a mindset. Come on.
man, that's no bueno right there. I can't wait for that modesty as a mindset, though. That one's gonna be hard. Next one up, and like I said, at any time, I'm just highlighting that good aspects. I only brought out five, just five aspects. This is number 4. Here we go. Speaking wisdom with meekness. And it's obvious she thought before she spoke. Y'all talk about that. What y'all think about that aspect?
That's what verse that's in. That's in one of the verses. What verse that was? I saw that. Uh,
You teach it. Let's see. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it
I
at?
saw her. She opened her mouth with wisdom. Where it is?
6.
Verse. What is it?
26. It says she opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her
Mm.
tongue is the law of kindness.
It's the law of kindness. So we go through the scripture and find out what's the law of kindness. But anyway, she opened her mouth with wisdom. She's not out there all with the what the fuck. She's not out there like that with all that. She's opened her mouth with wisdom.
God,
You know,
God.
she got something to say. It started out in the beginning. The verse 1 says, the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. That she taught him. So when she get ready to open her mouth, she's teaching herself. She's out there teaching. Matter of fact, with our children, we talked about this in one other class. Imam mothers, uh, y'all are our children first teachers. Our daughters, so they can be virtuous like the way that you should be. Our son, so they can go out here and know how to take care of a family. Because he see his mother uplift her master, her Lord at home, her king, and he wouldn't. But it's a lot. The mothers are the first teachers, so she opened her mouth with wisdom because she's teaching. That's it.
No, them straight facts, elder. Straight facts, because that's just what that really is. I mean, you can't bounce around it, you can't get around it. It starts from the Mima. It starts from the elder. You know, it starts from them. You know, like I said, I had a conversation the other day with a brother. I'm not gonna go down the whole thing, but I had a conversation with a brother, and I said, man, a lot of these traits are taught from a woman of a broken mindset, a broken heart, that turn her into them ways. Now, I'm not making no excuse, like I told the elder earlier. No, it's not an excuse. They got to be held accountable for the BS that they be doing. And they shall be held accountable just like the man has to be held accountable. Just like you got dudes around here sagging and treating women all crazy because that was a trait that was taught by another man or what they see on TV. So it's no different. Just like we tell the man to man up, these women go have to woman up. So that's just what that is. So
Or
we
a
go,
man, or a man down, man down.
oh
That's
man,
what these women need to do. Man down. Put your virtual penis away and man down. That's what we're gonna be on.
Away and man down. I like that. I like that. I like the way you say man down. Last one that I pulled from it. She had the fear of Yah. She had the fear of Yah. And I'm gonna tell you why. Right here. Verse 30. Favor is deceitful. She had much favor. And beauty is vain. She knew she was beautiful. She had it going on. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. And throughout all Proverbs 31, she was what? Praised. Look at 28. It said, her children arise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praised her. You see the correlation? No? Let's get 31. It says, give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. This woman is the total package. Come on, look, verse 27, it says, she looketh well to the ways of her household. A godly woman is the only type of woman that'll look to the ways of her household. Look at well. What was that one precept that you told me earlier? It said that a righteous woman will build her home, but a wicked woman will pluck it down with her own hands. Come on, man. It's serious. And eat it not the bread of idleness. She don't eat the bread of idleness. She always on the grind. She stay away from lame conversations that these females like to do is what? Gossip. That's a sin. She ain't like that. She observed every aspect of the Most High's laws throughout this whole time. And guess what? She does it naturally. Just like Paul said. What Paul said? Paul said, if you walk in the spirit, you will not be judged by the law because you're not living in the flesh. But if you break any of these 5 aspects that I just pulled out, it was many more, but I'm going to go talk about these 5. Come on, man. And honestly, to
That
be honest,
verse 20. Oh, my
go
bad. Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
No,
I thought you were done. No, I thought you were done. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I'm about to say that's all I got. That's why. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay. Verse 27. It says she, the end, matter of fact, verse 27 says she looked well to her way, to the ways of her household. She eated not the bread of idleness. That means when you walk into her house is clean. Her food is prepared. She's not there on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter all day long. When her husband come in from working all day, meals are prepared for him. Clean clothes is prepared for him. The water, like I said, bath water is drawn for him. She's looked and look. This is after she did all the work that she had done that you just read. She's out there with the merchants. She's out there doing the things with her hands. She's selling her goods. She's planting her garden. She's doing all of those things. This is the what we look for in our women. We look for these in our women. We put so much on our men to where they got to get out there and grind and get it, because if they don't take care of their home, they are worse than an infidel.
Ooh.
So when our women, if he come home, he done worked all day, made sure all the lights are turned off for you, got a roof over your head, transportation to move around. He come home and he have nothing to look forward to but a headache from you. How do you think that's gonna make him feel? How long will you think he will be able to survive that way? Well, we see this virtuous woman trying to have her husband with a long life because they're talking about the husband at the gates. They're talking about it. She being talked about. Her husband in the gate. This is how well she take care of her household and her family. But that's it.
That's powerful though. Huh? That's straight powerful, man. All praise to the Most High for that. All right, I see I lost young Isaiah. Guess he'll pop back in real soon. All right. Well, Yahoo usually go last, bro. I want Yahoo to hold a couple of more words when he come back in, man. Shalom to the your host of Benny Israel, man. Thank you for chiming in with us, family. You know what I'm saying? We talking about these women. We're getting it together before we get ready to bash them. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's getting ready to come. We done bashed the men long enough. Now the women's time. Um, Shannon Jr., Bon Abdullah. What's your kickback on this, man?
I mean, I don't got nothing to add to it. You touched on everything I thought of from pulling from this chapter as well. So, I mean, they
Okay. Con. Ain't no problem with that. I mean, because sometimes it just be like that. You know, it's like, okay, what's the point of me even saying anything else? You know, I be having them same situation where Yahoo be, Eliyahu be teaching. I be like, shoot, what I got to say after this? I ain't got nothing to say. Shoot, you hit all the points. All right. I see I got young Isaiah back. Isaiah, what's your take on everything that we just covered? You got anything that you want to drop in or say?
Not really. You brought out good points, and yeah, I'm gonna definitely use this verse to try to apply to women. But I mean scripture. But I mean outside of that, there's nothing really else to say.
Con. Hey, and I'm glad you said that. Did y'all see? If y'all don't know, Isaiah and Shannon are teenagers. These are teenagers. Shalom, Shemaiah. Shalom, my little aqua. Shalom. Yeah. These are teenagers that's on here reading. Teenagers that's giving feedback. Teenagers that's having an understanding about what's going on. So their words actually matter a lot. Not that I don't care what everybody else think, and not just because these are my bond, but it matters to me because of the simple fact that these are youngsters that is taking this information and will be applying it to their everyday life. That's big, man. How is it even possible for young Israelite men and women to go out there in the world and play matchmaker with all the bulls and sheep that they got to choose from? Because these people out here ain't living by God's law. This is why these type of segments are very important for us to get out there and tell the youth, especially the righteous youth, how to maneuver, how to pick and choose, what to look for. We told you, for you young ladies, we told you young ladies what type of dudes you need to stay away from. For almost 2 years, we taught about wicked Negroes. Young men, and even you grown men, we showed you for almost 2 years. You can go back through the catalog. Scroll back through the catalog. Go back 2 years. You'll see that we've been on Negroes' head, getting them right, trying to build up men. So with all that, if you actually been following the Houston Brews all this time, and you still as a man going off, if you still as a woman haven't got it right, you're not paying attention. I just got to just say it like that. You're not paying attention. So this is why the elder is right. Eliyahu elder is right. We cannot continue to try to shape in the family by beating up the men 24/7. It's time for us to push the man to the side and put our finger in these women's faces and say, look, obviously you ain't getting it, so now it's coming direct. Eliyahu, last words, King.
All praise to the Most High. And the thing about it, what we talked about earlier, man. Every time we get ready to say something about our women, to get them in line, to get them to get right, or we got to make disclaimers. I'm tired of making disclaimers out here. We see bad action by our women. When that day come, and Hamash, when Christ come to say, your judgment day is here, and the question is asked, why did you do such and such, such and such? Are you gonna be able to say because my husband did this, because I was done this way? Because you're not gonna be able to say that, because everybody will have an excuse there. Everybody will have an excuse. If he excuse you from your bad behavior, from your bad doings, from your sinful ways, everybody else will have to be excused too. This is why we're trying to get our women in line. We're not going to be using no disclaimers anymore. This is it. These are some beautiful things that y'all should be looking at. Some beautiful attributes of this Proverbs 31 woman that our women should be looking at, checking out, getting to know, getting the understanding of it. What do it truly mean? The Ox said it earlier. We done read this numerous of times. But if you go back through this scripture and truly read it and go line by line, you will see that this truly means something and how to apply it to your life. Our women, we love y'all. This nation cannot thrive without y'all. We need our women to continue to build our nation. We can't have a whole bunch of hard legs running around here trying to. It can't happen. We would eventually die off. So yes, we need our women. We just want y'all to get right and take accountability. When we get through with this, I'm hoping that y'all will understand that it's not a bashing per se, but it's a get in line act that we want y'all to have. That virtuous, modest woman. Most High Christ bless.
All praises to the Most High, man. All praises to the Most High. Man, them beautiful words right there. We ain't gonna forget that comment though earlier. Yeah, I had to bring it back. A woman that opened her Bible more than her legs. Ah, sheesh. So let's go through it, man. Let's talk about the 5 aspects one more again, man, before we get off of here, man. Like I said, man, the number one, hardworking woman that put in work, that put her hand to the plow, that makes sure she take care of the house, that she hold the house down, and do not crumble the house. Don't tear your own house down. God bless you with it. Why you want to tear it down? Next one, humble, loving, teachable spirit. You gotta find these aspects in a woman, because if you ain't finding these aspects in a woman, then what are you really dealing with? It's a harlot. It's a Hodamite. She ain't right. Got to make it move to the left, because she ain't trying to get right. The next thing, modest, dignity, integrity. She has to have these traits, so she needs to dress modestly. She has to have a modest mindset. She needs to humble her mind down in order to show self-dignity. Therefore, she'll have great integrity, and everybody will praise her. And guess who else? Yah will love you. Then the other aspect, she speaks wisdom with meekness. Oh yeah, she thinks before speaking. If you are not thinking before you speak as a woman, you are going off. Point blank period, you're going off. All right. And last but not least, because there's a whole lot more to come with this, but she gotta have the fear of Yah. If she got the fear of Yah, she will do what she is supposed to do. And one last precept for that before we go off. That's the one that the elder was talking about. Every wise woman builded her house, but the foolish plucked it down with her hands. Don't be like her. Don't be gay, Sparky. With that, I say shalom. Shalom, Mashpaka.
Shalom.
Shalom,
Shalom.
shalom, shalom. Shalom.